Hey, so today is August 20th, 2024, and today the scale said 230. For anybody who doesn't already know, my weight loss goals are not because I believe that losing weight is the end-all be-all. I just have health goals that are related to my weight and the fact that I am significantly overweight right now, and it makes things like my breathing harder. I have chronic obstructive asthma, and having the extra pressure from the extra adipose tissue pressing on my diaphragm and my lungs, especially during exercise or exertion, is really just, not helping my health in that way. So, in case you don't already know, whenever I talk about weight, it's just specifically a measure that I'm doing every day to try to track my efforts and my progress. And it's not because, I think that anybody needs to be weight obsessed or anything like that. So today I was 230, which is up from the last few days by a couple of pounds. And I'm thinking over what has come into play, and it is all, I believe, user error, choices that I'm making, that things that I should be doing differently, like eating things I shouldn't be eating, and not getting enough sleep, and probably not being hydrated well enough, also not feeling well. I'm trying to decide if it's some kind of an allergy or histamine sort of thing that I've been having the last couple of days, or maybe it's some little bug. But that's why I am a little froggy in my throat. And I think I'm aware of some of what's at play for, my weight not coming off the way I want it to. In case I haven't said it in a while, my first goal, I'm trying to focus on 5-pound increments. And so being in the 230s arena, I'm trying to get down to like 225 to begin with. And then hopefully before too long, I'll be in Wonderland, which is ONEDERLAND, like in the 100s, even upper 100s, 199. I haven't been there in decades, y'all. So it would be really great to be able to say that I am in Wonderland again after all that time. But right now, I'm struggling to get down to 225. I'm trying to focus on it in 5-pound increments because that seems more doable and more sustainable. My weight is not really what I wanted to talk about today, though. I wanted to talk about time and being realistic about our time. I've already tried to do this video a few times already, and I keep getting very wordy and rambly, and so I'm going to try to be succinct because I need to not spend this much time doing these videos and redoing these videos and redoing these videos because I'm rambling or not liking the way it sounds. So hopefully, what is this? The fifth time. The fifth time's the charm. I am just realizing today, looking at my planner where I track my various health goals, looking at the progress that I have made in this week, and some of the goals I have not been doing great with. Like I have not been hitting my sleep goals. Like I said, every night I aim for 7 hours, and I have been averaging maybe closer to 5. So this planner that I have tracks these various health goals. And I was talking to my niece in the last couple of days, and I was telling her how this tracker doesn't even track all the goals I have. Like I have other goals for other areas of my life aside from my health goals, things to do with my home and homestead, things to do with my leisure and creativity, and I was feeling like maybe I should have a planner or tracker to plan and track some of those goals as well, because I feel like although I'm doing better with my health goals recently, I'm falling out of balance in other areas. Like, don't come visit because my house is a mess right now. And I mean, it could be worse, but it could be a lot better. And I just, I need to make sure that I have the time and the energy to spend doing what I need to do in these other areas. And as I'm looking at my tracker today and I'm thinking about my conversation with my niece, I'm realizing that the math ain't mathing. Yeah, the math ain't mathing with my time management. And so this comes back to a topic that's been coming up in my journaling that I thought I'd share in case it's helpful to anybody here. And I'm still working on it, so I don't have it figured out. But the notion is you can't be good at everything all of the time, all at once. Now, this is different than perfectionism. I'm not talking about perfectionism. I've already let go of perfectionism a long time ago. And the perfectionism is things like it's like my way or the highway. It's got to be perfect or it's crap, right? Yeah, I'm not talking about any of that. I don't struggle with any of that. I hope you don't either. If you do, you really need to work on it because that sucks. Perfectionism is a malignancy. You need to cut it right out. However, I am struggling with this notion of that is not mathing, of being good at all these things all at once, all of the time. Like being a good wife at the same time that you're being a good mom, at the same time that you're being a good daughter, at the same time that you're being a good friend or a good neighbor or a good aunt or a good community member or a good citizen or a good housekeeper or a good cook or a good gardener or being good at watercolor, like any of the things. And any of those things is possible, right? Like you can be good at any of those things. And it's not the same as trying to be perfect at those things. You're just trying to be good, right? And it is possible to be good at several of those at the same time. But there does seem to reach a point where you can't be good at all of those all of the time, because then that becomes another form of perfectionism, right? Like if I'm talking about a topic that already exists that you guys already know, like by all means, educate me. But I'm just realizing that, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to be a person who walks every day and hits their step count every day and gets enough sleep every night and eats exactly like they should every day and weighs every day and loses consistently, regularly, over time, and journals every day and reads or studies the topics that they feel called to read or study every day, plus read for leisure every day, plus clean every day, plus get in the garden every day, plus on top of what work you're doing, you know for a paycheck or something. It's all hitting me today that it's a lot. It's a lot of, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of resources. And we are not perfect beings. We do not have endless time and endless money and endless energy and endless resources. We just don't. So, like I said, I don't have this figured out for myself, how to reach a comfortable balance. But I really do feel like that's what it's going to come down to, is it's going to come down to some kind of a sustainable balance. And if you are further along this path than me and you have some insights, by all means, please do share. But what I'm going to be working on in the next little while here is I'm going to be working on trying to catalog all these different goals that I have for myself, all these different roles that I want to fulfill in a way where I feel good enough, and all these things that I want to learn to be good at, or continue to be good at, or whatever. I'm going to try to find a way to find a balance to be able to do that more sustainably. And so I hope this video helps you realize whether you may be out of balance and whether you may be expecting too much of yourself and whether you may be struggling with perfectionism or some other, type of a perfectionism like syndrome like I have. Because life's short, we need to make sure that we are appreciating just how precious our time is. So I hope this helps someone. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.